There's so many favorite rooms, but I think the living room is probably our favorite room because you can sit in here and it's warm by the fire and you can look out and see the woods and the mountains in the distance and the sunset. And you feel like you're really separated from everybody else up in this private, gated, quiet community, but yet you can zip right down and be skiing at Vail. We maintain a trail right out the back of the house that you can just literally walk out behind the garage and up the hill through the property, and that accesses National Forest. It's about 1,000 vertical feet to get up there. It's a 2-mile loop, but at the top of that loop there's an old growth aspen forest, and it must have been some old loggers or foresters that cleared out a bit of a circle, and we call it the sanctuary because you're standing in the middle of a dense aspen area with a cleared out circle and mountains around you, and it's just very peaceful. The living room, the ceilings are 33 feet tall and they're another 15 feet up off the ground. It's quite a massive tree house, if you will, looking west, and the storms come in from the west, and basically you'll first have the trees start to blow in the wind. As the clouds come in, they'll descend and Cordillera in the distance will disappear, and then the storms will hit. And it's quite amazing in the winter when you get a blizzard rolling in, or in the summer with a thunderstorm. In fact, you have the tunes going, the fire's on, the lights are dim, you're drinking your wine, and you wouldn't even know it's a blizzard outside. Then you open the door to check on the stakes, and, and boom, it hits you. We live in the forest or on the edge of it, and wilderness behind us, so you see everything from the small creatures. The long-tailed weasels are very cool. They'll come right up to you. You start to move up the food chain. Wild turkey, elk, abundant elk. We like to cook. It was one of the things that attracted us to the house, was having an area where you could enjoy cooking, spread out, and have an open space where the dining and kitchen are connected. So if you have guests over that you're entertaining, you can be cooking and your guests can be sitting at the bar, having appetizers, drinking wine, and be part of it rather than being hidden away in the kitchen. We redid all the appliances, the kitchen, put in the high-end 8-burner Viking stove, put in the Sub-Zero refrigerator, the dishwasher, and just really outfitted the kitchen. Summer, people say they come to this part of the world for the skiing in the winter and they stay for the summer. And it's an ideal climate. It's about 75 degrees is the daytime high. It gets down around 48 or 50 degrees at night, perfect for sleeping. No humidity, no bugs, no mosquitoes. But when you're up here in the summertime and you're out working in the yard or the garden, and there are hummingbirds flying around and swallows and wildflowers, and it's a bluebird day and a hawk comes overhead, and you don't hear anything but maybe the flap of the wings of the bird. It's that quiet. And just being in that type of nature setting, and then coming back into a rather luxurious house and entertain your guests, it's just really there's no one particular day that matches that, but that's most days in the summer.